Alright, so these guys are finally healthy again, which, why is it selected that? I think I'm going to bring them down here and clear out these barbarians. Unfortunately, if you kill a barbarian unit or a unit with your city, the XP, your city doesn't get like experience, so nothing levels up. But so be it. So I've now discovered bronze working, which means that I can build spearmen, I can build barracks, which gives me extra experience, basically one free level up when I build any unit. Or I can build the Statue of Zeus, which is another wonder of the world. Or I have a new action workers that can perform, which is to remove jungle. And I think this is just forest, yeah. But anyway, another pantheon was founded somewhere else. An enemy is near, and I'm going to shoot him. And the city of Babylon wants cotton. So, cotton is one of the many luxury resources that can be had in the game, along with like wines and stuff like that. And occasionally your cities will ask for stuff. And if you manage to, using roads, connect your city, that city, to the resource it's requesting, they'll get really happy and improve their outputs for a period of time. But I don't actually know where any cotton is right now, nor do I particularly care what my stupid citizens think. Just shut up and work. Okay. Keep firing. And Babylon has grown again. So every time it grows, you see this number 13 here. That's the number of turns estimated until the next time it grows. And having additional... each time it grows, it will place another... another tile will be worked. So... basically, each tile, you need to have one population for each tile that you want worked. By default, cities will kind of set people to the places to work. So this tile's being worked, this tile's being worked, this tile's being worked, and this tile's being worked by my 4 citizens. Plus, there's the city, which is always worked. Although, what I can do is I can adjust it. So if I can either have the CPU manage them automatically based on what kind of output I want them to maximize, or I can individually select. Oh no, I fucked it up. Now, or I can individually select places to work. That one is not being worked. Why? Did I really screw it up? Okay, there we go. Anyway, you'll see this tile is redded out because there's a barbarian on it, so it can't be worked by citizens while they're standing on it. But we shall soldier on. For those of you who may be... Oh, they've got archers. Cheeky bastards. For those of you wondering why there's no music, there normally is music, but I've turned it off because of my experience recording Lord of the Rings. I mean, granted, Lord of the Rings music is... very clearly Lord of the Rings music, and some of it did get hit by copyright strike, and I had to re-render my videos without the audio, just so they wouldn't hit me with it. Yeah, I'm taking precaution. So I'm gonna have to shoot this guy and wipe him out, and then Source of horses. Okay, so I discovered animal husbandry, which revealed horses on the map. So now I can build units that have horses. Or I can, at least in Akkad. But let's keep moving. So you'll see, as you can see, I mean, we're only 46 turns in, and we're already almost 2,000 years in. So the first turns take a lot of years. Or, well, each turn counts for a lot of years early in the game. Well, hello to you too. So here's another dude. And blah, 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 blah. Anyway, goodbye. And he's down here. So he... hard to say. I don't know if he's on the same continent or not. But, bring him over. Bring these guys over here. So these are mountains. I should mention, mountains can't be traversed by most units. You have to go around them. And you can see on the map here, these, on the mini-map, these little triangles are areas that can't be gone over. Same if I go to this map, which I haven't shown you yet. If you click this thing here, you can see the hexes. This is like the strategic view. So any of these ones that are mountains can't be moved over. So this is actually, I didn't even realize this when I placed it, but Akkad is in a really good strategic place because it sits right between two sets of mountains. It basically holds the pass. So this is going to be a really good defensive place unless I'm stupid and they can just go around this way. But it will still be a decent defensive place, and at the very least a place I can hold out if I ever have to. And I should note, you can actually play from this mode. So if you think you like what this game entails, and you have a really shitty laptop or something like that, you can still get this game and play it. If you just play it in this mode, that's fine. I've played this game on netbooks before. You know, super underpowered systems can still play the game on here. Although, you know, you don't get all the shiny graphics. I have discovered archery, which means I'm going onto the wheel. We'll get chariot archers and watermill on a road. Time for a new construction project. Okay. I'm actually going to build walls. And I'm going to send these guys... I'm going to send these guys this way. Yeah, I was right. So, there are more mountains over here. So I could block this one off too, maybe. But they can just go around. It's not a continuous mountain range. So there's my worker right there, sitting in their encampment. So once I disperse it, I'll get the worker back. Let's see. And I get a worker. Okay, I'm going to take this one. If you want a more detailed description, you can ask me in the comments or something like that. I'm happy to talk all about this game or about Civ 3 if for some reason you want to go back and play that version. I have very fond memories of Civ 3, but I don't think I'd go back to it just because Civ 5 has made a lot of improvements. Alright, so I'm going to tell this one to automate too and hope these guys are slightly smarter and will hide when the barbarians show up. Blah, blah, blah. So I have pretty decent, I used to, my reference term used to just be shields, because in Civ 3, your economic output, the icons for it were these little blue shields, so I used to just call them shields, but I don't know really what, the work output is pretty decently high, although this guy is just cranking. That's crazy. I want to see... Oh, I forgot it only shows the guys you know. But I'm trouncing the other two guys I know. So that's good. And we're gonna fight. it should be noted that archers and other ranged units, so that includes most types of boats, trebuchets, catapults, cannons, tow infantry, etc., can do bombardment attacks. So these guys can actually stand here and shoot without having to get close, but I can still shoot them from there. But for example, if they stood here, they could shoot these guys without fear of being attacked, but then I'd just run around and murder them because they're not that strong. So if I... It's not going to tell me, is it? Oh, I guess it does. These guys only have a strength of 4, but their bombardment strength is a lot higher than that. So they'll lose in a face-to-face fight, but they'll win if they're just left to bombard me. Man, some people are just cranking. So somebody's already entered the classical era, which basically means they've gotten in here. Granted, I could have been in there too if I had, not gone through all this. Sometimes, occasionally I'll rush ironworking because why the hell not? Especially if there's a lot of barbarians around and I'm worried about my defense. Let's see. Alright, let's deal with these guys first. I'm going to clear them out as soon as possible. COD got more population. Discover the wheel, and I need to choose a tech. I think I don't well. I'm gonna get calendar so I can take advantage of the wines that I have over here. Because the wines will make my people happy, and then they'll have greater output. Also, they'll be drunk off their asses. But that's a side note. Alright. Gonna keep fighting these guys, clear the encampment, and you see my worker now belongs to me again. And I should have changed this production, because I don't really need that guy. But I'll send him out to explore. And wipe that guy out. And oh yeah, and instead of archers I get bowmen because, Babylon. Sense. Let's see. What do I want to build? I'm thinking I might kind of go for a more religious well, nah. See, the thing is, I've played games since the expansion that I've just never developed. I've never produced a single shrine and, never produced any faith at all, and it's been just fine. So it seems like kind of a wonky thing. When you do invest in it, you can actually buy stuff with faith, but the things you can buy with faith are pretty limited. You can buy some cultural buildings and inquisitors and weird shit. It's just, I don't know, it seems gimmicky to me. So I'm actually gonna build a monument instead. Spread my influence. Alright. I think I'm going to take a break, and I'll be back in a few minutes.